This video contains the single most valuable and transformative lesson I've ever learned in life. It's a lesson I had temporarily forgotten, but life has a way of reminding us of what truly matters. So today, I want to share something profound, yet deeply personal. And yes, the topic is weighty. It's about mortality. But my aim here isn't to bring you down. Rather, I want to show you how contemplating the reality of death can add years of meaning to your life. Think of life as an unpredictable reality show where you start without a rule book. You stumble, make countless mistakes, and just when you begin to grasp its essence, the clock runs out. But what if there's a way to hack this system and reclaim some of its fleeting moments? For me, the epiphany came 3 years ago when I lost my grandfather, one of the people I loved most in this world. It was the first time someone truly close to me passed away, and the loss left an endless void. Words could barely capture how much I miss him. But in his departure, he left behind a final gift, the lesson that remembering our mortality is essential for truly living. Let's take a trip down memory lane for a moment. Recall your childhood. Those endless afternoons playing with friends, the thrill of discovering your first crush, and even the bittersweet sting of heartbreak. Back then, these moments were just ordinary Tuesdays, but to your present self, they've become golden memories of the good old funny, isn't it? We treasure the past as special, but fail to recognize the extraordinary in our present. Right now, this moment you're living, one day, you'll call it the best time of my life. But are you really living it? Or are you just waiting for the next weekend? This video is a wake-up call because life speeds by in the blink of an eye, and suddenly the harsh reality dawns on you. Time waits for no one, and death is inevitable. But don't worry, I'm not here to leave you feeling sad or hopeless. On the contrary, I want to show you how accepting the finite nature of our existence can be the gateway to a life truly worth living. Have you ever considered how differently you'd live if you knew exactly how much time you had left? The truth is, we all have an appointment with the end. It's the one commitment we can't reschedule or delay. Yet, here's the secret few understand. Fearing death, ignoring it, or even facing it with bravado won't change its inevitability. What can change, however, is how we respect its present. This awareness can bring balance to our choices and allow us to craft a life filled with meaning. The psychiatrist William Breitbart offers a striking metaphor for life and death. Imagine walking along a winding path. Sometimes the sun shines and everything feels effortless. Other times you stumble, weighed down by sadness. Occasionally, you stop to take in the view, marveling at how far you've come before continuing on. But eventually, everyone encounters an insurmountable wall, the wall of death. At that moment, there's no climbing over, no shortcuts, no negotiation. The only option is to look back and reflect. Did my journey matter? All roads may lead to the same wall, but the paths we choose determine the richness of our experience. It's not about avoiding the wall, but creating a trail of moments worth cherishing. This idea is echoed by Bronnie Ware, a palliative care nurse who spent years listening to the regrets of people at life's end. The top 5 regrets she heard were strikingly universal: wishing they'd had the courage to live true to themselves, not the expectations of others; regretting how much they worked at the expense of their personal lives; wishing they'd expressed their feelings more openly; longing for stronger connections with friends; regretting not allowing themselves to be happier. Notice something? None of these regrets are about not achieving fame, wealth, or professional milestones. They're about neglected relationships and missed opportunities for joy. Think about how much time we waste chasing external validation, likes on Instagram, status symbols, or career titles. It's like being the best Monopoly player at the table. In the end, all the pieces go back in the box. Life's greatest treasures aren't the accolades, but the experiences we share and the love we give and receive. Now, let's shift the focus back to you. If today was your last day, what would you regret? What would you do differently? The most valuable advice I can offer is this: work hard, yes, but don't forget to live fully. Embrace the present. Time spent doing what you love or with the people you care about is never wasted. As my grandfather's wisdom reminds us, remembering death isn't about living in fear of it. It's about using this awareness to make choices that truly matter. After all, it's not about how much time we have, but how we use it. So, how will you fill the empty pages of your story? Will you let time slip through your fingers, scrolling endlessly on TikTok or worrying about things you can't control? Or will you take charge, savoring the moments that truly count?